How long was this movie?
Just over 2 hours.
It felt longer than that.
Yeah? Were you miserable through this movie?
No.
Preview.
Well, here's the funny thing. First off, we didn't have to go to the theater for this one. So that was a good thing and a bad thing. Fortunately, we were able to review this one in our underwear, which is common, whether I go to the theater or not. But for Chance, the bad part was you didn't get to get any popcorn off the floor, unless you had popcorn at your house on the floor. I wasn't clear on that.
Threw some on the floor and they started eating it up.
This actually opened on the 15th in theaters, but it opened on Netflix. It was released on Netflix on the 29th.
It was both?
Yeah. So 2 weeks prior, it was in theaters. It seems most of the people waited for the Netflix release.
Of course.
Even though it's based on a true story, these events really happened. It was still interesting to watch. And it was a completely different perspective from the glamorized Bonnie and Clyde story of robbing banks and sticking it to the man, basically. It was interesting to see it from their perspective, and they went out of their way to make sure that you saw it from that perspective.
You're saying from the perspective of the police officers?
From the police officers, yeah. Well, from the Highwaymen. It's actually 2 retired Texas Rangers.
They help hunt down Bonnie and Clyde because Bonnie and Clyde are a problem to the government. I thought it was nice because I liked being back in the 1930s. That setting was interesting for a movie. I thought that was really cool. The guns are awesome.
Yeah, no TVs, no cell phones, no technology, just back in the day. You and your wits. A paper map, no Google map telling you where to go.
I did think it was a little bit slow. It was good, though. Good.
Well, I understand because we've gotten so conditioned, but remember, that's how life was back then. It was slower, and information came in a lot slower. They turned on the radio in the vehicle to get a tip. Remember?
Yeah. I liked how the Texas Rangers started learning about all new cop technology, and then they started acting to the other people who were young or that didn't know about the technology. They started shoving it in their face. Yeah. It's called a wiretap. Don't you know?
How the hell they knew that?
Federal wiretaps.
Huh?
G-men can hook up to the party lines. Record conversation.
No.
According to wiretaps, Miss Parker is cooking red beans and cabbage Easter Sunday.
Sir, I don't understand what you mean.
Kid, you don't know what wiretaps are?
Of course I know what wiretaps are. I just don't understand what
wiretap,
red beans and cabbage have to do with it.
That was pretty good.
You notice how much of the movie is not action, because when it is action and you're waiting at the end of the movie for the big showdown between everyone, you realize oh, this is going to be good. And then you realize how much of the movie was not that, but that's okay. How long was this movie?
Just over 2 hours.
It felt longer than that.
Yeah? Were you miserable through this movie?
I think you liked the movie more than I did, and that's good.
I thought it was well thought out. I thought it was well made. The cinematography was great. The action shots were short and sweet, but I mean, it's a documentary to a sense. This really happened. So you can't change it too much. It reminded me of that. Okay, we know the basics, but here, let's dive into the details.
But less of a movie and more like a theater performance of it.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
As in, it felt a little bit more slow, lots of talking, but also...
Yeah, where they didn't have the stage, they don't have the props to do enough action.
I'm not ready to rip on it that as much as that. I don't know. I really don't have much of an opinion on it. I swear. I watched the whole thing.
Well, I'll ask you. Are you going to remember it in 4 months?
No, are you?
Okay, I will. Is this a keeper? Yes, this one will probably go on my shelf. I will pull this out, and watch it some other day.
So you're older than me. Maybe Bonnie and Clyde just means more to you, because Bonnie and Clyde doesn't mean anything to me.
Not so much them, but this story. I like I like movies that you can contemplate, that you can watch and have time to think.
Hey, got one of them for me?
So this guy is known for The Blind Side.
Yeah, he did The Blind Side. He did The Founder. He did The
Oh,
Rookie.
he did The Founder. That makes
Yeah.
total sense.
Yeah.
That makes total sense. I didn't watch The Founder. I know that got a lot of great reviews.
Now I get it. Now I get it. He made that one. Yeah, I didn't watch that one either. Yeah, fuck this guy.
No, it's the fact that he's taking real life stories and trying to basically recreate them realistically.
Bringing those stories to cinematic, level.
Yeah, he makes the movie of it. Huh.
Yeah, I do like that. I like it. I enjoyed it. It's more of a thinking man's movie.
Hmm.
Music score is great. I mean, everything's great. Just it's just lacking action for people that expected more of a shoot 'em up, bang 'em up.
They're in the car an awful lot, and the miles that they had to cover actually felt like work to me. And I was watching the movie. Oh my god, he's all the way over there now? All right, 20 miles up the road. Damn. It shouldn't feel like work to me. I'm just watching. Sometimes it felt like that. And that's what I'm critiquing in the movie. But the characters, isn't that one of the guys from True Detective? He does a great job in that role. Isn't that one of the guys from True Detective?
A lot of people said it had that feel to it. Definitely, yeah,
What, True Detective?
yeah. It was some of the backstory of the people that caught these criminals.
Okay, let's see. Is there anything else we should add here? I don't really have. I didn't put too much into this.
Yeah, no shit.
I can tell. I can so tell. All right,
Can you? Oh
was it
shit!
worth?
Yeah, no shit.
Oh
Was it
shit!
worth? Was it worth the? Was it worth the price of admission?
The admission was free, bitch.
Well, in a sense, this one doesn't really count because we caught it on Netflix.
No, nothing else to add. I wish I had
Okay.
something more.
I mean, you seem very melancholy about this one. Say let's just edit it up. We'll do a 5-10 minute at the most and be done.
I'll stop the recorder here.
you sound so sad. Like